looks like no one's showing up to this year's Montreal municipal election, like how no one seems to care about municipal elections anywhere in the country. So here I am to educate you and tell you to go vote. So I made a little left-right scale so you can understand the Montreal municipal election and where each of the three main parties stand relative to the federal Liberals, who are the Canadian Centre. And if you have a problem with that, you don't understand politics. Projet Montréal and Ensemble Montréal are the two leading parties in this situation. Projet is led by Luc Rabouin and Ensemble is led by Soraya Martinez Ferrada. These two parties seem more similar every day that goes by. But there are a few key differences. Specifically, Projet Montréal wants to continue their goal of building lots of bike lanes and continuing to expand out the metro line. Whereas Ensemble Montréal wants to do exactly the same thing, but using AI to decide where to put the bike lanes. The other biggest difference between the two is that Projet Montréal is meeting with a lot of tenant unions, whereas Ensemble Montréal meets with a lot of developers. Despite that, they both have the exact same Airbnb plan, they both want to make socialized housing, they both have an iffy track record around the subject. Soraya Martinez Ferrada was previously an elected federal Liberal. During that time, she worked as secretary to the Housing Ministry, and we know how badly that went for the Liberals. Projet Montréal has presided over Montreal during a period where rent has gone up by 71% since 2019. Nonetheless, they both say they want to bring down housing prices and make rent affordable. The third party who seems to have their legs in this race is Transition Montréal, led by a 12-year veteran of the City Council, Craig Sauvé. I would put them further left than the federal NDP. What I would call them is probably a social democratic municipal party. They want to ban Airbnb, and they want to bring down housing prices using socialized housing, the most agreed upon solution to the housing crisis by every single expert, bar none. Me and Gabrielle did the largest investigation into the housing crisis that's ever been done in Canada, and we learned during that time that, guess what? Developers and private industry making housing does not bring housing prices down. Ensemble Montréal. This little graph is a basic overview of the relative positions that I personally have decided that each party sits. So please use it and allow it to help you vote. And please go out and vote so that there isn't a 32% voting turnout this election, because I'm expecting there to be between 32 and 35% of the 2 million people of Montreal who vote in this election. And guess what? That is exceptionally low. So please, sign up to vote. Go to Elections Montreal. Get ready for the vote. It is on November 2nd. Tell your friends. Share this with everyone. If you're in Montreal, share this with anyone you know in Montreal. If you have friends in Montreal, tell them to vote. Use this to help you understand where everyone sits.